Hello my beautiful people, welcome again to Just in One channel, and today I am here to share another recipe with you. Today we are going to be making cupcake without oven. Yes, we are going to make it in a pot and it came out very well. If today is your first time of coming across my channel, you are highly welcome. Feel free, it's your home, it's my home, it's our home. And if you are my returning subscribers, God bless you for always coming back to watch my video. I really appreciate. As I said earlier, we are going to be preparing cupcake without oven. Are you ready? Let's go. So what we need for our cupcake are, we need 2 eggs. So pour the 2 eggs in a bowl and just mix it very well. Mind you, you can use this with just with a spoon. If you don't have all these tools for you to mix, you can use spoon, you can use fork, you use whatever you have. As long as it will come out well, use whatever you have. So I'm just beating my egg here. I'm just beating my egg to be at least I'm going to beat the egg for like a minute or 2. And after beating, you can see the outcome. It should be foaming on top. Then we are now going to add our sugar. It's supposed to be half cup of sugar, but me not being a sugar person, I just have to reduce the quantity. So I added my sugar to it, and I also whipped it after adding the sugar to it, and which we are going to continue with other of our ingredients, which are our vanilla extract paste. You can use the vanilla stick if you have. You can use the normal vanilla, the liquid one that we all know, but the one I have at home is the paste vanilla extract. So I will just be adding a teaspoon of vanilla extract to my batter. Guys, I just thought of giving this cake a try. I am not a cake person. I know that I don't like eating cake. I love eating cake, but because I'm scared of getting fat and all that, so I try to make sure I don't prepare this at home. I don't prepare them at all. So, but I just wanted to give it a try and see how it will come out to be. So this is the outcome of our butter. Now I am going to add some nutmeg. Yes, I'm just going to grate some nutmeg to my batter to give it that nice aroma and taste. You know, nutmeg is a very powerful ingredient that when you add to your cooking, it will be very good. Guys, I really want to appreciate you for your support, for all that you are doing for me and my channel. May God bless you all. I love you all. I can't really explain the joy in my heart whenever I see the viewers in my video, whenever I see how they increase everything. I really appreciate. God bless you for your support. And as I have said before, if you have anything that you want me to prepare, bring it up. So now we are going to be adding our oil. Yes, we are going to be adding 1/4 cup of oil. You can use olive oil, you can use avocado oil, you can use coconut oil. Here I used coconut oil, and after that you just mix it together again, and we are going to add our 1 cup of flour. You just have to sift the flour to avoid any mistakes. So you sift the flour very well, and I will also be adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And after adding the teaspoon of baking powder, I'm just going to sift my flour into the bowl, and we just turn our batter all round. Yes, so you can do this with your hands, and you can do it with a spatula, you can do it with a spoon, a fork, anything you have. Don't kill yourself. You not get oven, do one with pot. You not get machine, do one with your hand. My sister, not kill yourself. So as I was saying, you can see the outcome of our batter. So I'm just going to stop using the whipping machine. I'm just going to use a spatula now for me to turn it around and start baking, putting it in the cup for us to bake. Can you see how the batter is? I love this batter, very very soft. So this is the outcome, and it is very easy. Being the first time of preparing this without oven, I thought of just preparing like 4 or 5 cups. I didn't really want to waste it, but at the end it came out well. And I forgot to mention, you will also put 2 spoons of milk aside for you to mix your batter. If it is liquid enough, you don't need it, but if it is not, you have to add the 2 spoons of milk for you to get the consistent, that the normal consistency. It shouldn't be too strong or too watery. So this is what you should be looking for, this very consistent that you are seeing here. So after that, we are now going to prepare our cup for the baking of our cake. But before then, we are going to remove like 2 spoons of our batter for us to get a chocolate batter. Yes, so I just took some, and I will be adding my cocoa powder to it. Yes, my cocoa powder to it for me to mix. This is what I'm going to do here, guys. As I said earlier, if there is something you want me to prepare, bring it up. I will give it a try. I am not perfect, I am not a professional. I'm just putting what I love into work. So bring it up, let us prepare it together. So what I'm just about to do here now is to add my cocoa powder to the little butter I separated from the bone, and I am just going to mix it with little water. We are going to use this later for our cereal, or what do they call it? You are going to see the design later because I can't really get the pronunciation. So we are going to use it later. You will be needing a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can use the normal freezer bag that we use to store things in the freezer. So this is what I will be using. I have the piping bag, but I didn't use it for me to show you guys that you can use even the normal freezer bag that we have at home. So I am here now. This bag you are seeing here with me is the one I normally use to put this in the freezer. So if you have them at home, you can make use of it. So I'm just putting my chocolate batter into it, which I'm going to step it aside and work on the cupcake. This is what we are going to do now. So I have finished putting my chocolate batter into the bag, so I'm just going to let it aside and we continue with our cake. So I will be taking my cup, sorry guys, I will be taking my cup and be placing my batter inside. Yes, you just have to be patient because it is very difficult for you to fill the cup, but you just have to be patient. So I have filled the 4 cups, and here is the outcome. I still have some leftover in there. I'm just going to share it round in the cup, and we are done. We are done. Now it is for us to start the design of the I don't really know the pronunciation. Swirl. Yes, swirl. So this is what we are going to start preparing now. So you just cut a very little hole on your bag and you start designing it. Look, the design does not really need a big work. You can just drop the chocolate 1 to 3 points and you use a stick. You use a stick to design it. It is very easy. It is very easy. You can use a toothpick. Toothpick can go well if you don't have other things. You can even use toothpick can go well. Yes, let me just tell you, toothpick can go well. So I'm just dropping my chocolate batter now. It was not really perfect being the first time of preparing this, so please forgive me if it is not really that beautiful. but the most important thing is the taste. So I'm still working on the design, and I discovered that the hole I cut was too big. You can just see the way the whole thing is coming out. It was supposed to come out just very tiny line, but it ended up coming out a lot. So if you want to cut your whole bag, make sure you cut it very tiny, just very small cut. And after that, I'm just giving my cake the design. That's why I am not used to it. So just put the stick in there and give it some design. You can be taking it up, drawing it down like this. It will still come out well. So this is what I'm just trying to do here. You can see the other one I just worked on, and I will be working on these two here. The mistake I make here was that the cup were too filled up. So when the cake was on fire, the cake was rising. So some of them even almost fell outside. But being the first time of preparing such thing, I am proud of myself. So we are at the end of the design. I'm just going to carry my cake now and put it on fire. And before then, I forgot, you have to take a very big pot that has a cover. You take this stand. The stand that I am using here is the grill that followed my oven. So I am not using it. I just put it there and I placed my batter on it, and it started cooking. No, you have to warm the pot and the stand or the grill for like 5 to 7 minutes. Cover it. You have to cover it. Cover it. Let it sit for 5 to 7 minutes. Then before you place your batter on it. Then after 40 minutes on a medium heat, here is the outcome of our batter. The chocolate that you are seeing in the middle there was the one that remained from the design. I didn't want to throw it away. I just decided to prepare it, very little one, but it was sweet. So this is the outcome of our cake. We have the tiny chocolate cake, very sweet, very delicious. I tried giving it a cut to see how it is, and it was yummy. It was yummy. And the normal cupcake that we prepared was also yummy. And before you know, someone came from corner, just make half of my chocolate disappeared, and I took the rest. This is the end of our video. You can see how our cake come out. If I am not perfect here, please forgive me. As I said before, we are all learning, and I pray to bring more and more of this recipe to you day by day. Thank you for watching me. Stay blessed.